What's going on, guys? It's Justin, and in this film I want to talk about a documentary that I just watched. It's called Being Elmo-A Puppeteer's Journey. Basically, the movie showcases Kevin Clash, who is the puppeteer behind Elmo, and it talks about the struggles that he went through being an African American, just in, you know, not only in the film industry or the movie industry or even television, but just puppeteering alone. How kids would bully him because he was a puppeteer, and would say he was playing with dolls and other stuff like that. Where he grew from that to successfully become one of the main puppeteers for Jim Henson Productions, and now he actually does productions behind the scenes, screenplays, and different situations and roles in Jim Henson's productions for not only for Sesame Street but for the Muppets movie, as well as other Muppet productions that happen not only in America but also in France. He helped develop puppeteering in France by showing the people that were the French puppeteers how to do specific stuff with the puppets to give them more emotion and more interaction with the fans. Kevin Clash started off basically, like I said, building his own puppets in high school. Went on to get a job working in, I guess it would be a studio in Philadelphia, and eventually would end up on Captain Kangaroo. And he would kind of fine-tune his art from his opportunities there. And then by doing that, he had the opportunity to go to New York with a class trip. And when he was on this class trip, he actually was able to meet an individual that had connections with Jim Henson, and he taught him a lot during that period that he was with him. He ended up going to a party that Jim Henson was at, and met Jim Henson. Jim Henson liked his work, offered him a job doing puppets in the movie Dark Crystal, and unfortunately Kevin Clash couldn't take that opportunity because he had obligations with Captain Kangaroo and with the other studio in Philadelphia. So, he kind of bided his time for a little bit, ended up working, getting an opportunity to work on Sesame Street, not only as a puppeteer, but as I guess as an actor on it as well, just brief cameos here and there. And eventually he would lead, which would lead to him getting a job in the movie Lambeth, that starred David Bowie, that was also Jim Henson production. He would do the part where, I'm not sure the specific puppets, but they're the ones where they were taking their eyeballs out, throwing them up in the air, sticking them in their mouths, and their eyeballs would reappear, which was a major dance scene or puppeteering dance scene in the movie Lambeth. And I went into full details about that. Overall, Kevin Clash, once he had his job on with Lambeth, it goes on to doing more jobs with Sesame Street, developing more characters, being in the Macy's Day Parade as Cookie Monster, just living his dream, finally working for Sesame Street. And then it talks about how he became the Elmo character. Basically, someone turned down the Elmo character. Elmo had a cavemanish voice at the beginning because this other puppeteer was using Elmo. And he was getting really sick of being the Elmo character, and pretty much just drew Kevin Clash, the puppet of Elmo, and said, do what you can do with this. And Kevin Clash turned Elmo into a sensation. If you guys recall, about maybe 10 years ago, how big Elmo was with the whole Tekome Elmo sort of stuffed animal phase. That was Kevin Clash. It's just interpretation of Elmo. And it talked about how hectic his schedule became after that toy took off. And like I said, now he does productions in different jobs behind the scenes, but he also still does that Elmo character on Sesame Street and other productions that involve Elmo. Overall, it was a great movie. I would definitely suggest checking it out if you like films or if you like documentaries, or you just want to see behind the scenes of Jim Henson. Definitely a movie to check out. And that's it for now. I'll catch you guys later. My love. One love. Peace.